My name is Jessica Rakowski, and I'm a Partnerships Account Manager for Virtual Internships and CRCC Asia. So I'm excited to join the GMU Study Abroad Week to talk to you a little bit about these two programs that are available to you. So just a little bit of quick background and some key information. CRCC Asia and Virtual Internships are sister companies. They are both providers of international internship programs, but CRCC Asia offers exclusively in-person international internships. So you will be actually traveling to those locations, whereas Virtual Internships exclusively offers remote or virtual internship programs. So the internship program with CRCC Asia will be running next summer, 2022, and it will be a 2-month program from June 2nd to July 27th. And it is a full-time internship program, so you'll be working about 40 hours per week. And the program locations that are available to you to receive credit through GMU are Beijing, Shanghai, Seoul, Tokyo, and Osaka. For virtual internships, again, you can choose between a 2 or a 3-month internship program depending on your needs and your schedule. We have rolling start dates year-round, so I actually think that virtual internships are a great opportunity for you to partake in during maybe the fall or the spring semester in conjunction with the courses that you're taking at GMU and to do a part-time internship program. And we do offer internships with companies based worldwide. So it's not just limited to Asia. We have opportunities in North and South America, Europe, Asia, Australia, New Zealand, Africa, and more. We really have expanded our program locations, so kind of the options are pretty limitless at this time. And we do offer for both programs internships within these 18 different career fields. As you can see, they do cover most majors and interests in career pathways. There are definitely some limitations though. So if you do have any questions regarding which career field might be the best choice for you, you can definitely reach out to our team and we'll be more than happy to help you out. So I always like to start out with why you should complete an international internship. What are some of the benefits that you'll receive from doing this type of program? And I think first and foremost, it will help you to really develop a global network by being able to engage with professionals from another part of the world, as well as other peers and coworkers, and it will really help you build up a network that may help you, build a pathway for whatever your future career may be. Secondly, it'll really help you stand out to employers when you start sending out your resume and going on interviews. An international or remote internship really requires a lot of initiative, self-discipline, and just a willingness to challenge yourself. And I think that if you'll be able to describe that experience to employers, it will really help you stand out. And finally, it's an opportunity for you to really expand your resume or CV. So you'll be able to add real project-based work experience to your resume and to be able to talk to employers about some of the skills that you learned and actual projects that you worked on and tools that you used during your program. So now getting a little bit more into the internship programs with CRCC Asia. As I mentioned, we offer GMU students programs in Beijing and Shanghai in China. So Beijing, a little bit about the city. It's the cultural and governmental capital of China. It has a lot of ancient history and really cool architecture, a mix, of the historical architecture as well as the new and modern buildings that you'll see. And it's really what we call our team likes to call it our most typical Chinese location, and that's you'll be getting a really authentic Chinese cultural experience there in Beijing. And it offers a lot of great placements within business, law, international development, marketing, as well as PR and tourism. Conversely, Shanghai is more of a big cosmopolitan global city. It's a big hub for expats and all sorts of global centers. It has a really powerful and dynamic economy and really distinct architecture and diverse neighborhoods. And most placements are really good in Shanghai, as I mentioned, because it is a really diverse and global city. So we definitely recommend business, finance and accounting, NGOs, marketing, PR, and more for Shanghai. And then in Japan, we do offer locations in Tokyo as well as Osaka. Tokyo is the governmental capital of Japan and the home of the emperor and empress. It is, you know, a really, again, kind of similar to Beijing, a really ancient city with a lot of history and a mix of the more modern architecture and new culture and technologies. And it offers a lot of great placements in business, finance, media and creative, technology, as well as hospitality and tourism. Osaka, which is located just southwest of Tokyo and really close to Kyoto, is referred to often as Japan's kitchen because it's a really big foodie city. People who live in Osaka are known to be a little bit more relaxed, outgoing, and less formal than those who are in Tokyo. And it offers a lot of great placements within engineering, green technology, healthcare and pharmaceuticals, as well as tourism and travel. And finally, the last location that we offer is Seoul, South Korea, which is also the governmental capital of South Korea and is the largest city by population. It is home to 5 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. And, you know, it's known for a lot of cultural exports like K-pop and esports. And a lot of great placements available there are within business, technology, marketing, and media, as well as tourism and travel. So what all is included in your internship program with CRCC Asia are first and foremost the guaranteed internship with an English speaking supervisor. So a language, there is no language requirement to participate in one of our programs. We help you with all of the visa processing, and all the fees associated with it are included when applicable. You are provided with a really high quality accommodation. It's usually a double occupancy apartment with single bedrooms and a shared living and kitchen and bathroom. On your arrival to your host city, we'll pick you up from your airport and you'll have a full weekend of induction, cultural orientation. Our program team there usually likes to do a walking tour of the city to help familiarize yourself with your surroundings. And then on the first day of the internship, our team will actually drop you off at your company. So you don't have to worry about navigating there on your first day. Throughout your program, our program team will also offer weekly cultural events, business seminars, as well as community outreach activities to help keep you engaged and learn more about your host city. And then, of course, there's 24-hour support and guidance for whatever you may need, any emergencies or just general, support and guidance. And here are just some photos from past programs that we've run. This is on airport pickup day. And this is some of the accommodations that we've used in the past. They do change, year to year. So this isn't a guaranteed accommodation, but examples of what they may look like. And some pictures from past company drop-off days. And in the past, we've run, we invite students to weekly business seminars. So some of the ones that we have hosted in the past were a sports and marketing event in Tokyo, or an app development and entrepreneurship event in Seoul. And in Seoul, we've also offered K-pop dance lessons in the past. And it was a really big hit, so we hope to be able to do it again in the future. And then some of the outreach activities that we've done were to take students to a nonprofit restaurant in Ho Chi Minh City or to a children's home in Shanghai to play with the children. All right, now moving on to the virtual internship program and some of the inclusions and what it all entails. So when you choose to do a virtual internship with us, you will receive a guaranteed internship placement and an opportunity for you to enhance your professional development and really build your work experience from the comfort of your own home. All of our host companies are fully vetted and have received support and guidance from our team on how to, fully support a virtual internship, as it can be very different from supporting an intern in person. And you still receive the whole program 360 support from our team through a dedicated intern experience manager, as well as an internship coach, to really help you through the experience, to access your online curriculum, events, and more. So everything that is included and the support that is provided by the virtual internships team, as I mentioned, first and foremost, you're guaranteed internship. You are guaranteed a placement in your chosen career field, and then you're able to rank your location preferences. Starting from the day you apply, you'll be given a dedicated intern experience manager who will be there for you from day one until the end of your program to help you with all support, any questions or concerns that you have. They're really your go-to person at virtual internships. You'll also be assigned an internship coach. We have trained internship coaches to provide professional development, support, and guidance for you. And you'll have the opportunity to schedule 2 calls with your internship coach throughout the program, one at the midway point and one at the conclusion of your internship, to really help you identify the skills that you're learning, any gaps, and how to transfer these skills onto your next opportunity. We also host weekly events. They're geared towards helping you stay engaged in your internship and help you network with other peers. So we have weekly group discussions and networking events, as well as fortnightly employability webinars. And we have a lot of guest speakers come in and share some of their experience, some industry insights, as well as career pathways. And we've had a lot of really cool speakers in the past. We just had someone from Interpol talk. So they're really neat discussions. And finally, you'll receive access to Career Bridge, which is our online internship curriculum designed to really support you throughout your entire program with, tips on how to improve your CV, how to show initiative in the workplace, and more. So a little bit about how it works is like I mentioned before, you'll be guaranteed a placement in your chosen career field. And so those are the 18 career fields that I showed you earlier. And then you'll have the opportunity to rank your location preferences 1 through 3. And so these are all the different regions and countries that we're able to offer internships in and that you'll have the opportunity to choose from. And an important thing to note during the application process, which does differ from our CRCC Asia application process, is that for virtual internships, we do ask all students to complete a video application. And it should only take about 10 to 15 minutes for you to complete. We ask 3 different questions about why you chose your specific career field, how you'll be able to overcome the challenges of a virtual internship, and what skills that you possess that really help you stand out as a candidate. And we will show some of these videos to prospective companies as a way to introduce you to them before you have a more formal interview with one of our companies. And I did just want to share this testimonial with you about a previous student that participated on the virtual internship program.
name is Kyle Zuna, and I participated in a virtual internship for the summer of 2020, and I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that. So why did I apply for the virtual internship program? So one of the reasons I applied was to step out of my comfort zone and try to do something that I normally wouldn't have done in the past. I also wanted to get a better perspective on how companies and employees work to achieve a common goal within that organization. Also, with the added benefit that it was an international program, I was able to see how different countries and companies work and have a different mindset than I probably have. One of the highlights of my virtual internship program was at the beginning, being selected from a company in the United Kingdom, being a policy analyst intern. I had to research information from different countries like Sweden, Thailand, Mexico, New Zealand, and within those countries, I had to find different key legislations that go over companies and regulate them and what they can and cannot do. I also had to look up their stock exchange and the regulations that are binded to them as well. With trying to find this information and making sure that everything was up to date, I had to deposit all of it into the company database to make sure that the employees had the necessary information to evaluate different kind of policies. And it's also very beneficial that I can take the skills that I learned from the universities and put them into practice during this internship. A piece of advice that I would give a future intern would be manage your time management. Try not to do everything in one day. It's not a sprint, it is a marathon. Space your time out through the time that you were working, because during a virtual internship, you're not going to have a supervisor looking over your shoulder 24/7. You're going to have to manage your time properly to make sure that you are getting the task done within the time frame and within the week that you're giving that work. Overall, I really loved my internship during the past summer. It was very beneficial. I learned a lot from it, and I encourage anybody who is looking into having a virtual internship that you look it up, you will not regret it.
So that is, the end of my little spiel. I'm more than happy to answer any questions now. And I've also provided my email address so that you can follow up with any questions later on. But if there's any questions now, again, I'm happy to answer those for you.
And I'm putting in the chat now the Mason link, since the next step would be to apply directly through Mason and get approved for credits before we would nominate you to CRCC Asia.
Oh, I see a question in the chat. Is cybersecurity included within the computer science and IT career field? I do believe we have some cybersecurity placements with virtual internships. I do need to double check whether we have the same types of placements with CRCC Asia. So again, I'm going to put my email address in here, and if you want to send me an email, I can follow up with you specifically about those types of placements. How has CRCC Asia handled COVID in the past? So all of our programs last year were canceled because of COVID, and we are starting to prepare for 2022. Obviously, nothing is 100% or set in stone. We are just continuously monitoring all of the travel restrictions, guidelines, and we obviously also have to follow GMU's internal travel policies as well. So again, nothing is 100% at this time, but we are still really planning and hoping to resume full programming in summer 2022, but that's something that you'll have to check back in regularly with the GMU study abroad office with Kelly to make sure that they are still running. And I'm sure Kelly has something to add to this as well.
Yes, so added in Mason's policies. So if you keep clicking this link in the future, it's on our homepage. They will be updated since COVID is always changing. But the policy shared that that if the program is canceled for COVID, then you would receive a full refund for any of the Mason fees paid. And you're not booking flights anytime soon. So it's very little risk right now. And we really tell students to move forward with this, and we'll stay in communication throughout the process. And if something shifted, we know that virtual internships are also a fantastic option. And students from Mason have really enjoyed their time with CRCC Asia with that too. So yes, so keep in touch with me about that, and we'll be talking about it plenty. We're very hopeful for next summer.